Greetings. It's been a while. I don't really recognize and realize how quickly time goes. I mean, it's maybe a year, just a month left of this year. It feels as if it went very, very quickly. So today I would like to offer you an awareness amplifier. An awareness amplifier means that we sharpen our skill to look at our environment in a way that is going to give us a sense of being in charge of what we are experiencing and the level at which we need to, look at things. Because when you have an awareness amplifier, and you have as many as you have cells in your body, trillions and trillions, it activates heightened perception and clarity. And that is such a wonderful thing to gift yourself. But first you have to learn some techniques, and these techniques will support you to amplify your awareness on a continuous basis, because that is where you're going to find the real value for your life, in your own awareness, to perceive things, to recognize things, but not only on the outside, within yourself. Because if you can do that within yourself, then you are empowered. And when you are empowered, you contribute because you have excess, you can give some. And Jarl van Saan says, what's in the cup is mine. When my cup runneth over, what's out coming over the edge of the cup is for you all. Wonderful, I love that clip. So today we're looking at activities, things that you can do, things that you can deal with and master so that they can work for you. So we're looking today at what is it to let go? People always say let go, let go, let go. What does it mean? What is letting go really? I asked the question of myself the other day. And then I wait. And I communicate. And then I get an answer. It's the most wonderful process. So, letting go is a widely used term. It's everywhere. Every second quote is let go, let go. But its essence and what it means. I always ask when there's a word experience, what does it mean to experience? You need to unpack it some. But today we're going to look at letting go. Letting go means releasing an attachment, surrendering control, and embracing this present moment. Because you may occupy multi-dimensions as a human being, because it's possible. When you're at work, it's one dimension. When you come home, it's another dimension. When you're with your sister, it's another dimension. We occupy many dimensions. We just don't look at it that way. But it's the way it is. Because the one doesn't overlap with the other. You can't be at home and, if you're not working from home, if you have an office, put the two together and just, you're either in the one or you're in the other. So today, we must learn to release attachment and surrendering the control that we think we have because we are attached. I got this beautiful little gift once. It's a little tortoise with a beautiful shell. And I'm very sure that I know who it's from, but then if I say and it's not correct, then somebody else will feel sad. So I'll rather say that I don't remember who gifted me this. But if I hold on to this, like I'm holding on to it now, because letting go means releasing the attachment. So if I'm holding on to this now, and please, I'm only talking to myself here because I'm a hoarder. I'm holding on to this. I don't want to let it go. Now my hand is full. And it's okay if I only want this. But if for as long as I'm going to hold on to this energy, I'm not allowing myself to receive other energy. So letting go means that you come into the present moment and you recognize that you cannot do anything about the past or the future before you can't be in the present. So it's an acknowledging. It's a process of acknowledging, recognizing that the thought, the emotion, the feeling, the situation, whatever it is, what it is that's holding you back. What is it that's giving you the problem? You have to know that. Otherwise, you can't change it. You can't change that which you do not know. So recognize it. When you recognize something, you can see it. And when you see something, you can immediately gauge what is your position in the picture, where to place yourself. It's not a difficult process. And then, of course, there's accepting. To let go, you must accept of things. You must be accepting. You must allow it to be without any objections, judgment, resistance. You must accept it for what it is, because just as you have a right and you want things to be a certain way, so does everything else and everyone else. And all of those must come together and they must produce harmony and what you want to receive. So you've got to allow these realities that you're experiencing to be without judgment or resistance. Doesn't mean that you must be a doormat. But you can't judge or resist it. You've got to say, does this work for me or does this not work for me? Because if it works for you, it's going to give you beautiful results and a wonderful life. That's for sure. And then you also need to release. Because when you release, you gently let go of the attachment, just like a leaf floating down a quiet brook, a stream, a little rivulet, a spring. It's the most wonderful thing to encounter a spring in nature. The water just suddenly sources out of the earth and it's just so clean and so beautiful. Gently let go of the attachment and just flow like a stream that's just pushed through the earth. That's letting go. And then, of course, you also need to surrender, because you need to trust that the universe will guide you towards your growth and learning, always. But surrender, what does surrender mean? Surrender doesn't mean that you must give up. Surrender doesn't mean that you must go against who you are. Surrender doesn't mean that you must compromise your values. No. Surrender means that you trust that the universe will guide you towards your growth and learning, because that's ultimately your first priority. Is that every situation that you encounter in your life offers you an opportunity for growth and learning. This year was the year of opportunity, and we have only but 2 months left, less than 2 months, to actually grasp this wonderful opportunity. But in order to do that, we need to surrender. Because the moment you surrender, the most wonderful, wonderful, if you want miracles, if you want magic, if you want coincidences, if you want serendipity, if you want just being spontaneous, spontaneity, it's happening. But you need to have the eyes to see. And in order to do that, you need to surrender. You need to be in a place where you are in stillness with yourself so that you have a wonderful and acute awareness. That your awareness is attuned. It's the most wonderful thing. It's the most wonderful thing. It's an amplifier. It makes things bigger and better. It's beautiful. So today, what is it that can you let go of today? What is it? Just a simple thing. What do you think you can let go of? Is it the habit? Is it self-criticism? Is it the belief that you're not good enough? Is it just the overwhelm of life itself and all the burdens and worries that it presents us with every day? Because no one is exempt. We all have it. And some of us just suffer more because we plug right into it and we become it. The observer can never be the object. So you cannot subject yourself to the thoughts that you think that you're thinking, because you're not thinking those thoughts. Those thoughts are happening to you. And that's why one of the most beautiful things is that you must let go of control. Because the thoughts that happen to you that you're not even thinking controls your life. So it's necessary to let go of those controls. The thoughts that say to you that you're not good enough, that you're really badly ill, that something terrible is going to happen, cancel that thought. You know, everything that you could possibly think that's going to be bad, that we can so easily, incessantly think about. No. Acknowledge that sometimes the things that you choose to do to yourself is not fair. It's not just. It's not with respect. And then you acknowledge that, and it's really not necessary because you don't need it. And you recognize that situation in your life is holding you back, and you choose to let it go. And here's an opportunity today. Another opportunity, because this is the year of opportunity. Here's an opportunity. What can you let go of? What can you say, this is now enough? I've learned this lesson and I've come a long way. And I can now trust myself that I'm going to be able to be true to myself and what I've come here to do with my life. Whatever it is for you. And it doesn't have to be deep or, profound in any way. It's just what is. Because we all look for that something in us that we feel that's going to make us happy. But it's not happy, it's satisfied when you can look at your life and you feel this is good. That you've created and this is good. So go forward with acceptance from today when you've let it go. That it's a golden cup. And that when you place things in this golden cup, because you've accepted it, that the cup releases it for you in most wondrous ways by delivering wonderful wishes to you. Because we live life is a grand mystery with an infinite number of opportunities and possibilities. So, release, let it go, and let that attachment out of your life. And just say to yourself, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I know I can. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I know I can. Because you're making an unknown, you can't demand of yourself to know how you're going to do it, because it's not available. So just chill. Do your best now. You can't sit now and do nothing, and sit in at the bottom of the garden tearing your clothes and eating worms. You're not going to get anything done that way. You've got to be proactive. Energy is perpetual. It doesn't stop and start. So you need to stay in the flow. So what can you do? If you're releasing off an attachment, like a leaf that's floating down the river, there it goes, lovely, bye. Now what? Now what you're going to do with that space? Do something that's going to take you towards something that you enjoy. Do something good for yourself. Go and see a friend. Do something that's going to be pleasurable. Because you've let go of something doesn't mean that you have to replace it with something that's nice or pleasurable. It just means that you celebrate and you do something nice for yourself, but always with respect, dignity, and honor for the future. Fun that ends in fun. You must have respect for the future. That's what's most important. Gently let go of attachment. Today, anything you're attached to. And Yoda says, Master Yoda, train yourself to let go of everything that you fear to lose. Train yourself to let go of anything, everything that you fear to lose. Because that's our biggest obstacle in life, is what we fear to lose and what we fear to miss out on. FOMO. So if one of the things that you can release from your life today, let it be FOMO. Because nothing's going to be withheld from you. But FOMO is the result of all the comparison that we do every day because of the life that we live and because of technology and whatever. But there's always a not good enoughness that lingers and hides away around the corner somewhere, waiting to pounce. So, it's your process of your life. You're making known the unknown. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. We may not always think it's good, but it's fun. And in the end, it's wondrous, wonderful. So that's my story for today. I trust that you're going to have a wonderful future full of let goes so that you can continuously make space for wonderful new things. And then you remember to give yourself permission to be pleasantly surprised. Often. Give yourself permission to be pleasantly surprised. Often. Like a mantra. And enjoy it. Thank you for listening and share and like my videos. Come on, let me also see that there's some interest. Somebody said to me the other day, why aren't you doing videos anymore? I said, no one is interested. She says, no, we're watching it. So here I am. Thank you, Sheila Annie. It's because of you that I'm doing another clip today because you encouraged me. It was wonderful. Thank you for your support, everyone. Bye.